Listen to the 48 Hours podcast for shocking murder cases and compelling real-life dramas from one of television's most watched true crime shows. Go behind the scenes of each episode with award-winning CBS News correspondents and producers in Postmortem, a weekly deep dive. Listen to 48 Hours wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and in today's episode, I wanted to talk on this post that Complex Sneakers made on Instagram. And I know a lot of people probably have their ill feelings to say towards Kanye, and I'm not gonna say anything ill feelings or rude, disrespectful, all of that, but I do plan on defending the party that he is talking about, and that is the Nike party. Now, if you guys know me, I am a sneakerhead. The majority of the shoes I own are Nike created shoes and stuff. Like, they've all originated or was created from Nike. That is the majority of the shoes that is in my sneaker catalog, right? So, of course, I'm going to come out and defend Nike with everything that I have in me, because I feel like what Kanye is saying is overall the wrong illusion that you're trying to push off on Nike. And that's not what Nike is. That's not what they represent. None of that. So there is this post that Kanye made, or I guess said or something. I don't know, but this is being quoted from Kanye on the Complex Sneakers Instagram account. You could go there, find it. You're probably going to have to do a little bit of scrolling, because by the time this comes out, it's going to be long afterwards. But anyways, Kanye went on to say, Nike been pushing the same old styles on y'all for years, but when someone is creative and influential, y'all call them weird. And then, it just leads into a bunch of, posts from Kanye. But that's what I wanted to overall say. I guess if I was talking to Kanye, I'm like, weren't you signed to Nike at one point in time? It isn't your shoes one of the most talked about shoes from Nike? I'm saying, because, at the end of the day, I'm like, what makes your style different from anybody else's style? And then on top of that, it's like talking on, if we're going to talk on his shoe brand real quick, Yeezys, and I don't mean this in any disrespectful way, but it's like, fam, and not just overall what I'm saying, but not my next statement, but just overall what I'm saying, as his, talking about his brand. But your shoes, you can't even buy them in the store. Nike shoes, you can legit go to Famous Footwear and get you a basic pair of Nikes. Nike's got, they got the affordable shoes that, anybody can afford. And then they got their crazy expensive shoes where it's you're going to have to be making some money if you want these shoes, And then, then it's people are reselling that crap, and it's, just making the shoes more and more famous. But there's so much history behind the Nike franchise. It's you can't make it seem like that they haven't been killing it for years, versus your shoes, you've been killing it for years, but not as long as Nike. Nike is the reason why people have Air Forces or Air Jordans, or what are some other running shoes, walking shoes, other basketball shoes, LeBron shoes, Kevin Durant's. I'm saying there's so many different shoes from there versus Yeezy or Balenciaga or Gucci. People don't want to wear those shoes. People don't want to wear a $1,600 pair of shoes to school. If we're going, my thing is this, if we're going to talk, I just want to overall talk on my history from, with Nike shoes and stuff, because ever since I can remember, I've always had a pair of Nike shoes. I've always had a pair of Nike shoes or Air Jordan, whatever. But it's always, or not Air Jordan, but I've had some Jordan, because I didn't get my first pair of Air Jordans until 2016, 2017. So I've always had a pair of shoes that were released through Nike. And I had to say, even at that time when I wasn't really a sneakerhead, I still was getting Nike shoes. I still was getting, you know, like anything like Air Forces. And I didn't even know that Converse, Nike owns them. So in a way, like, you know, I'm still getting Nike products and stuff. But regardless, either way, like, ever since I can remember, I've always been getting Nike shoes. Before I was a sneakerhead and even after me being a sneakerhead. Because here's the thing, what people, you know, seem to forget is that with Nike shoes, like, people, that's what they're into. If they want to get them a pair of Air Forces over a pair of Yeezys, it's like, fam, first, they can afford it. Second, it's one of those shoes where it's like they ain't gotta go to, you know, a reselling store, go on GOAT or StockX or Stadium Goods to buy it, you know, unless it's like one of them like rare pairs of Air Forces and stuff. But and even like back in the day, like when them shoes was available and, you know, people wasn't trying to resell them and make a quick buck off of it, but Dunks, Nike Dunks, the amount of colorways that those shoes have, and that's like talking on like all different types of Nike shoes. Like, it's not like, you know, I'm not saying that, you know, Yeezys are like that where they just release one shoe, one color. I'm like, no, Yeezys do release one shoe with multiple colors and stuff, but at the same time, it's like, if that's what that person is into, like I was saying, if that person's into that type of stuff, then they'll buy it. But if they're not into it, they shouldn't be forced to buy that shoe if they don't want it. I'm saying, it's like you're forgetting that sneakerheads or somebody out there that, you know, is just getting into shoes, like, they have a mind of their own. So if they want to buy a pair of shoes for their own sake or for whatever they like, I'm like, they should be allowed to do that, you know. And if they want to go and buy them a pair of Yeezys or a pair of any other brands, I'm like, then they'll do that. But, you know, to talk on weird looking shoes, bruh, like, a lot of the times, like, when I've went online and, you know, like, have like Nordstrom's for an example, or even going to Nordstrom's, I remember there was a time when me and a friend, we went into Nordstrom's and we were kind of just like looking at her, because I think she was getting a pair of Converse for her boyfriend. And I was just, you know, there being me. So I was there looking. Because I think she asked the right person, because it was like, yeah, you're asking the expert. So I'm like, okay, like, you know, if you need my approval, I'm like, with a pair of I think I approved of them even beforehand, because I'm like, fam, these are Converse. They're such classic shoes. No, he's gonna like them. Okay, so, but anyways, I'm going there. I'm looking around, but as I'm looking around, I'm like, fam, what are some of these shoes? You know, like, and then like on top of that, like, then they're being mad expensive. Like, they had these one pair of like Superstar shoes, and they were like dirty and crap. Like, let me see if I can, I mean, you guys can't obviously see it, but let me just clarify. Dirty shoes. Yeah, there's like, even on the search, yeah, they got like all these different like dirty shoes. And Golden Goose white and gold Superstar sneakers, $495 on Cents. Then there's these Golden Goose Deluxe brand Superstar sneakers, $614. Golden Goose Deluxe brand Dad Star sneakers, $551. You think a kid that's going into middle school wants a pair? I mean, like, you know, yeah, people out there, you know, like dirty shoes. I know I like my fair share of dirty shoes, like when you've worn them a crap ton of times, but I want to do that. That's not something that should be sold. That's something that should be done by the sneakerhead themselves, me dirtying up the shoes myself. But when I see stuff like that, and then you're trying to put that over a pair of basic white Air Forces, no. Like, no, bro. Like, you can't compare those weird shoes or Gucci. I remember I went on Gucci and they had like these shoes with rubies and they were charging like $1,600 on it, versus a pair, like, if we talking like back in the day when Dunks was like 30, 40, 60 something dollars. And I mean, there's even other shoes on the Nike website that's like cheaper than those, or they have like cheap shoes on there. Let me look it up real quick, man. Let's see, shoes $100 and under. Yeah, they got the waffle ones. They got blazers. That's what the other shoes that I was like, what's the one shoe? It looks like a Converse, but it's not. It's like their own. But yeah, they got like shoes on there like $100, $81. They got these new blazers that just came out, the jumbo like low tops and things. $95. They got some running shoes, the Air Monarchs. Those are like the dad shoes. Those are $75. And then the these running shoes, the Windflow, $90. Another pair of blazers, $85. Like, you got these shoes that literally, like, you know, come, and then it's like upping it a little bit. Like, you know, you got your $200 pair of Jordans. You got your $180 something pairs of like the newer Air Jordans, because like that's, you know, for those that are not sneakerheads. So the reason why like the older Air Jordans would cost more than newer Air Jordans, because the older ones was like the ones that Michael Jordan was playing in when he played basketball, like the Air Jordan 36. Because for those that don't know, Jordan is a brand. It's kind of like, think of it like a record label, and he got like basketball players signed to that label and stuff. And, you know, instead of like, they can come out and create a shoe and stuff, but if they just want to wear a pair of shoes that's coming from the Jordan brand themselves, then they can very well do that. But yeah, there are some players out there. Zion Williamson. There's this one guy, I think his name is like Luca or Luke or something like that. I don't know. Like I don't know. I ain't gonna try to pronounce it, but anyways, but yeah, they got like their own pairs of shoes. Like, my thing is this, you know, comparing a pair of Yeezys, because all right, so there's these two different like shoes that both glow in the dark. Now, shoes like that where they do some glowing in the dark stuff, I love it. I love shoes that are crazy like that, because that's just that kid in me that's like, fam, I want that. You know, like, yeah, there's like the basic shoes that, you know, like they got the Air Jordan 1 mids or whatever. They got the basic, you know, Nike shoes and things, but Nike, or yeah, so underneath the Jordan brand, because it's like affiliated or whatever, I don't know, it's like one of those like family companies or something. But Zion Williamson has a shoe that glows in the dark, and Yeezy, he has a pair of shoes that glow in the dark. Now, I was able to buy Zion Williamson shoes at retail price on the Nike website. If I wanted, and they, hold on for a second, let me see how much those shoes cost, because I think they're like $125, I think. Oh, that's big kids. Nah, hold on for a second. I look like the big kids be having like better colorways. Like, what's this? How come they don't have that colorway for oh, that's coming soon. Wait, so wait, hold on for a second. Because now they done started something, basketball coming soon. Where's the ones? Ooh, those are so, nah, I gotta get those. It is such a wild looking color. When that come out? Hold on for a second. I gotta see when those come out. But let me add men's, and then, how come they don't have? Oh, they might have taken it off the website. But the shoes are $120. They're $120 versus when this. They haven't even said when that shoe's coming out. I don't know when that shoe's coming out, but I'm catching that shoe before it goes anywhere, because that shoe is nice. I like that. I like that colorway. That is a nice colorway. But glow in the dark Yeezys. Yeezy, they got more than just one? Hold on. Okay, here we go. StockX. Hold on. So if I wanted to get these shoes in the size 11, because that's my size in these shoes, I would be spending versus, and I mean, like, you know, the whole shoe overall does glow in the dark, but rather than just getting a partial shoe that glows in the dark, the Zion ones, and then getting a full shoe, it's a $700 difference. You know, it's a $600-700 difference, and I don't really feel comfortable spending that much on a shoe. And and this is on the reselling website, and the retail price I think will probably be like retails at $250. So why would I? And I mean, like, if it did come down to it where both of the shoes is available, like, I know people ask, like, if the shoe is available at retail, would you buy it? Yes, because I like shoes like that. And the reason why is because that is what I like. I shouldn't have to be forced, like, and I feel like Kanye's making that statement, you know, to get people to buy his shoes or to get other crazier shoes. And I'm like, no, if a person wants to get them a basic pair of Air Jordan 1 mids or a basic pair of Air Forces or a basic pair of running shoes or a basic pair of other basketball, baseball, football, any other types of shoes. And it's like you got to see that point of view also. Nike is you've released casual like lifestyle shoes and basketball shoes. That's it. Nike has released shoes, like they've released shoes for like people with like disabilities, the Fly E's. They released those types of shoes for all right, so I was about to say kids and stuff. I'm like, no, they got Yeezys out there for kids, but they got shoes for that, football, baseball, soccer, indoor sports, you guys like lifestyle, but like walking, running, they got like this wide variety of shoes for people versus like Yeezys or any other pairs of shoes. Like you can't play basketball in a pair of Balenciagas. Maybe in the pair of Yeezys you can, but you have to get a certain type of Yeezys. Rather than like with Nike, it's like, fam, there's kids out there playing basketball in Nike Blazers, in Air Forces. I played basketball in Air Forces. I'm saying like I got through, bro. The like there's these one pair of Air Forces I had for the longest, and I wish I still had those shoes till this day. Them Air Forces, we went through literal wars, bruh. I had went through wars with those shoes. I wish I have a picture somewhere of those shoes. I need to find them, but I went through wars with those shoes. The amount of dirt, mud, I'd like blended it all together and things. That rain, snow, like all of the like the just craziness that shoe went through, fam. No, you cannot tell me, okay, that Nike shoes, people ain't fooling with Nike shoes, or Nike shoes ain't good and all this other stuff. And I'm like, compared to like Yeezys, yes, Yeezy shoes are good, but the only places that you could get them is a reselling store. They literally have a Nike store almost everywhere. If not, you can very well go to a Foot Locker, Champs, was a Finish Line. What are some other shoe stores out there? I'm pretty sure there's some more, and you could go in there and get them at a retail price and stuff. So that's why I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't hearing that. So Kanye, you thought you might have had Nike. That's the crazy thing about it. It's like Kanye will say like, he likes Nike and wants to, re-release some shoes, but then he'll say stuff like that, and it's like, bro, come on now, like don't talk bad about the company you want to like work with again or whatever. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. Also, let me know what you guys think about this. I mean, I know there's people out there that got their own personal opinions about it and stuff. You can reach out to me in the stream or on social media or whatever, but anyways, thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, like, subscribe. Viewing this on the podcast streaming service, follow, subscribe. And then also make sure you follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. Make sure you all follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. And if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And make sure you use my supporter credit code for Epic Games, TMossBoss. And in the meantime, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.